Who's that? Commander Claw. Who's bad? Commander Claw.
Welcome back to another episode of Brews. I'm your host, Commander Claw. If you are here because you love Final Fantasy, and we are in the midst of the Final Fantasy spoiler season, and they have been releasing a lot of Voltron and equipment commanders, but this one is my favorite because it is a samurai. The samurais are my favorite from Kamigawa back in the day, and they're just showing a lot of love and support with this set with samurais, and we have Gilgamesh Master-at-Arms in our hands coming soon. Get it? Master of Arms in our hands, cards in hands. Yeah. Hit the like button if you like that joke. If not, go ahead and comment. It don't hurt my feelings. But anyways, let's talk about what this commander is going to do in the next slide. All right, to cast this bad boy for 4 and 2 red, 6/6 body, legendary human samurai. Whenever Gilgamesh enters or attacks, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may put any number of equipment cards from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. When you put one or more equipment onto the battlefield this way, you may attach one of them to a samurai you control. Let's unpack this. This commander does 2 things very well. Its ability when you cast it, and the ability when it goes to combat. Okay. This gets even better if you have additional combat faces. Okay. Other note is you can only equip equipments at sorcery speed unless you have some kind of spell or ability that negates that. The other reason why this card is good, Samurai Tribal. Samurais have great synergistic keyword abilities out there. They really do. That's another thing. Then you have to take advantage of its power with Power Matters synergy. It is a 6/6. That is powerful. That's a big boy coming on the battlefield, and if it attacks and is dealing combat damage, somebody's losing a creature or somebody's taking at least 6 damage. I'm just saying. I can guarantee you somebody will be using a removal spell on Gilgamesh. So let me show you some notable equipments that I suggest for you. So remember I said power matters. It's a 6/6. This card takes advantage of it, and I really, really like it. It's from the Tarkir Dragonstorm set. Infantry Shield for 2 and a red, artifact equipment. Equipped creature has Menace, and Mobilize X, where X is its power. Whenever it attacks, create X tapped, and attacking 1/1 red warrior creature tokens, sacrifice them at the beginning of the next end step. Equip 2. Gilgamesh is a 6/6. So if he is equipped with Infantry Shield, he goes to attack, he's making 6 1/1s tapped and attacking. That's a lot of power. And he has Menace. So that makes opponents have to use 2 blockers for Gilgamesh. This is a nasty combat trick. Moving on to the next card. Now, I recommend this card just based on experience, having a Voltron commander and playing mono red. Okay? Fiend Lash for 1 in red. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has reach. Whenever an equipped creature is dealt damage, it deals damage equal to its power to target, player, or planeswalker. Equipped 2 in a red. Okay, if this equipped to Gilgamesh, he becomes an 8/6 with reach. That's pretty powerful. And whenever he deals damage, he deals that much damage to target player or planeswalker. Guess what? Or whenever he's dealt damage, I'm sorry. Guess what? If you go attack with Gilgamesh, I guarantee you opponents will be using removal or they have a blocker. If they block with a creature and it's a 2/2, you can deviate or send out 2 damage to target player or planeswalker. The more powerful the creature, the better it is. So the reason why I'm saying this is because opponents have to block. And also, players use Blasphemous Act all the time. That deals 13 damage to each creature. So if Gilgamesh is on the battlefield equipped with Fiend Lash and somebody plays a Blasphemous Act, you get to deal 13 damage to target player. And guess what? Since he's mono red, you might have a Blasphemous Act in your deck. And guess what? You can deal 13 damage to target player or planeswalker. Just saying. Moving on to the next card. I like to lean towards cards that give me an out. Just an out. In case something happens, I can get out of it. You're going to be taking damage some way, somehow. And Sure Strike Trident is this card. For 2 mana, artifact equipment, equipped creature has first strike. Awesome. A 6/6 for first strike. Okay. Gilgamesh. Tap it, unattached Sure Strike Trident. This creature deals damage equal to its power to target player. Equip 4. Okay. So let's be honest. Gilgamesh is going to be equipped with lots of equipments. He's Master-at-Arms. You want as many equipments on him. You want to increase his power, right? So why not have a fling effect as an equipment? Right. You can sack him and deal damage to target player equal to his power. If he's a 14/14, sack this with sack him unattached Sure Strike from Gilgamesh, and you can deal 14 damage to a player, as an example. Moving on to Haste enablers. The reason why I'm recommending Haste enablers is because of Gilgamesh's ability. It says when it enters and attacks, trigger its ability, top 6 cards. Honestly, what you want to do is when you cast him for 6 mana or less, whatever you got going on, you want to give him haste. So that way he enters, triggers ability. He goes to attack, triggers ability. You look at the top 6 cards 2 times. That's a win-win. That's what you need to do. You need to take advantage of all his abilities all at once. And the more artifact equipment you have on the battlefield, less turns you got to, dig for it. But anyway, Curly Drill Master, Hot Foot Gnome, and Bloodthorn Taunter literally say tap target creature or tap this creature and target creature gains haste. Bloodthirst Taunter is one of my favorites because it says tap it, target creature with power 5 or greater gains haste until end of turn. Pretty good. Moving on to the next. So we're talking about samurais here, Samurai Tribal. You got to add Hiko Yamazaki, the general, for 3 in a red, 3/3 body, legendary human samurai. He has trample, okay? And imagine him with a bunch of equipments. Oof. Anyway, he says whenever a samurai or a warrior you control attacks alone, you may cast target artifact card from your graveyard this turn. Granted, you have a bunch of equipment, and guess what? Players will blow up your artifact equipments. They'll be in the graveyard. This is a great way to put them back into play by casting once you attack with Hiko or other samurais or warriors solo dolo. Okay, moving on to the next. Aki Battle Squad. If you don't know this guy, let me introduce you to him. He's a must-add. For 5 in a red, 6/6 body, Goblin Samurai. Whenever one or more modified creatures you control attack, untap all modified creatures you control. After this combat phase, there is an additional combat phase. This ability triggers only once each turn. Equipments, auras, and you control encounters are modifications. Guess what? You're playing a equipment Voltron commander. So yeah, you're going to be able to get additional attack phases when you attack with a modified creature, and Aki Battle Squad is on the battlefield. No brainer. Thank you for watching this episode of Breaking Brews on Gilgamesh Master-at-Arms. I think he's a really cool, powerful, mono red equipment commander, and the ability to just slap down equipments for free upon casting and attacking can be very abusive. And if opponents have a bad hand or do not have removal, they are in trouble. I think it's a really cool commander. I'm definitely building this Master-at-Arms. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it, and comment on any other cards that you suggest that work well with Gilgamesh. Thank y'all. Peace.